I'm more comfortable looking at genitalia than I am making eye contact, because eyes are the most intimate part of the body. I've never once looked up into a vagina and been able to tell if that person was lying. Even William Shakespeare agrees with me on this one. He said, eyes are the windows to the soul. And I'm saying there's a reason why windows have curtains, and why some are boarded up completely. So for the sake of modesty, and so I'm a little less anxious, I think that everybody should have to cover their eyes with reflective sunglasses, or at the very least a welder's helmet, a sort of chastity belt of the face. By that logic then, I suppose that wearing an eye patch would be very similar to wearing a very skimpy thong, covering a bit, but nowhere near enough. We'd look back on pirates as being history's first real hussies. And if eyes are to become society's new dicks, tits and slits, then with that comes two certainties. One, being an optician will become a very awkward occupation. And two, all men, myself included, will lie about the size of their eyeballs and claim that they're actually 2 inches bigger than they actually are. Eyebrows would become the new pubic hair. Porn stars would shave theirs off completely, meaning that people with alopecia would probably have the worst assumed of them. In my brave new world, flashers will no longer whip their willies out from underneath a trench coat, but instead will just rip off a pair of Ray-Bans in a playground while shouting something like, call me a teacher at a high school open evening, because I'm showing off my pupils. Speaking of perversion, premarital eye contact will be met with slut shaming. The only person you should be making eye contact with is the person you've married, and that goes for the gays as well. In fact, that's how all marriage should be consummated. A staring contest. The newlywed couple can go into the bedroom, sit across from each other, cross-legged on the bed, and then proceed to take each other's sunglasses off, with the teeth if they're feeling a bit kinky, and then make sweet, hot, passionate love to each other with a musical backdrop of Frankie Valli's Can't Take My Eyes Off You. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off you. And as much as I am dead set against polyamory, I will admit that people with lazy eyes would be fucking good in threesomes, because they'd be able to service both partners at the same time without it looking like they really weren't into it. Oh, by the way, if you have looked at me directly into the eyes during this video, I never actually did give you consent to do that. So, naughty.